Well, hello, folks. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I'm back. Echo Prime, thank you very much for joining us. Gunboat Willie, I don't know if I'm feeling 100% yet, but I'm getting there. And Gra, I'm very sorry about your headache, dude. I had a few days of headache in there myself. My voice isn't quite back to what it was supposed to be. I blame A-Train. A-Train, I think, somehow his streaming on Twitch has somehow polluted all the airwaves and streaming waves, if you will, and has gotten us all sick. So it's all his fault. Somehow. I don't know how that works, but it makes sense. Let's just go with it. So anyway, my voice isn't quite back to normal. I've dropped a couple octaves, but it'll be all right. I'm in time for a change. Yes, you are, sir. Good to have you here, Exilus. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all the updates you've been throwing at us, too. Thank you very much for that. So, yeah, my voice isn't going to be quite normal. I'm going to try to make sure I mute my microphone when I'm coughing and choking. I've got a handful of cough drops here that I'm going through, and we're not going to be doing this very long this evening, so we'll see what happens. So, just got back from shopping. Good deal. Hope you don't get any of this crap that we got. But then again, it's summer down there, or getting close to anyway, where you're at. Oh, boy. And did anyone see any of those auroras last night? My gosh. I mean, I'm in Kentucky, and it's the first time we were able to actually go outside and see it in the sky with the naked eye. I've taken pictures before and gotten the auroras that way, and there was a little bit of a shimmer, and that was about it. Last night, you could literally see the purple in the sky. It was really crazy looking. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Got a lot of very good photos, so had a great time. Doesn't look like it's going to be as strong tonight, though, but it's still pretty cool. But good to have you all here. Beachhead Redux. Why won't they do some of the first ones? Polestar. They did the very first one about 2 years ago. So about 2 years ago in the Reduxes, they did the first one and then did all the Reduxes for the year. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. Last year, they did Beachhead. And they did all the rest of them for the rest of the year, and that was great. So we figured this year would be the third expedition, followed by all the Reduxes, but somehow they're doing Beachhead again. I don't know why. It has changed. It's definitely a little different. It's a lot less to do and a lot more different things to do. The fishing sucks. I really hate it. Having us fishing on a cold, icy planet and trying to get specifically uncommon, icy world fish only is annoying, because I'll go through like 30 mealworms to get 5 fish. So it's really, really annoying. It is the anniversary of Mass Effect. That is true. That may be the reason why they're doing it. Maybe they're going to do this, and they're going to do another one. But it looks like I looked at the schedule that they have, and they're going to go back and start doing the ones for the rest of the year, too, that we've had earlier in the year. So that's probably the reason why. Good to have you here, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here, too. Cartographers has run 3 times and Beachhead 4 times. No other expedition has been rerun out of its release year. That's weird. Huh. Good point. I do remember they did the very first one. I thought that was Polestar. Maybe I'm wrong. That was the one that they had the golden vector in. So unless they just provided it, I don't know. Use the bluefish to get better quality fish. I just use mealworms. I'm not trying to use any specific fish. So yeah, mealworms is easy to make because you just make it out of carbon. It's no big deal. Yeah, I just started a few minutes early, Sonalita, that's all. Just wanted to get moving along here. Yeah, that was right, Gary. Polestar was a freighter expedition with a singularity drive. That's right. The fish you catch give better stats. Really? Better than 30%? 30% rarity is what you get with the mealworms. I don't think any of those fish give you anything more than about 18 to 20%. I'll give it a shot. No harm in trying, because honestly, I think it's going to take just as long. And I'm not going to try to speed run this. I don't care what you see on my screen. That timer is just there for us so we can keep track of what's going on here. In a few minutes. Well, that was pretty lucky of you. It takes me about 15 minutes to get all these stupid fish. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and, there we go, get my cursor moved over here. And we're going to get going. Like I said, I'm just going to apologize in advance. I'm going to be doing a lot of clearing of my throat. I'm going to try to mute the microphone when I need to cough and clear myself. I've only got a couple tablets left of my antibiotic for this illness, so I'm probably going to end up having to see the doctor again on Friday, I think. So, excuse me. I was doing it for the Halibut. Very, actually, I'll accept that. That was good. No need to go to the corner for that. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. All right, guys, let's get moving along here. So we're going to get started with the Beachhead Expedition. I've already run it one time, about 2 or 3 times, actually. This is my latest time, about an hour and a half is what I'm running it at, and that was with a lot of interruptions. I was running all over the place, you know, taking care of other things too, so maybe more expeditioning. Indeed, Starduster, good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry about the Barry White effect going on here. I am not singing any show tunes or anything, so we'll have to deal with it. 5 days remaining, so I think that puts it through, what's today? Wednesday, so Sunday? I guess? It said the 12th, pardon me, the 18th. So that's what, 6 days. So it should be Monday, I think, right? 13th, 14th, okay, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th is Tuesday. So at least through the end of Monday into Tuesday. Okay, got it. She's adopted the corner in her chats. Grr. That's okay, she's allowed. All right, let's get a move on here, and I'm going to start the timer anyway. We'll get going on it, but just after 6 o'clock here Eastern time. So we'll see how well we do. I don't have any plan. I have nothing written down. I know I need some carbon. I know I need some ferrite. I can't get everything, but I do know there's a couple tricks that you can do, and we'll go through a couple things. I don't know if Zane has gone through these, but there's a few things. And I like how they use a slightly different voice for the freighter. Freighter to be repaired before you can even leave the freighter. True, but you don't have to repair the entire freighter, or did you not know? You only have 2 things you need to repair. Life support and your hyperdrive. That's it. The matter beam you can get rid of. You can actually uninstall it. You'll get 5 wiring looms from it as well. On a timeline, but we are getting there. Good to hear, man. Alright. And the first thing I'm going to do is get back out of that view. I don't like the first-person view. So while we're in here, you don't need the batter beam, and it takes too much to repair this. You know, you could need 3 antimatter, 2 magnetic resonators, and 5 wiring looms. So if you uninstall it, you get all those automatically. You just have to repair these 2, and guess what you get? You're getting everything. The only thing you need is the antimatter housing. The problem with the antimatter housing is that you require ferrite dust, which I need 100 ferrite dust from somewhere. So I can do that with the paraffinium. So actually, while I'm here, hold on. I'm going to put some stuff in, well, let's put that there for now. Let's go ahead and get some of these things repaired. The paraffinium turns into it. So we'll use chromatic metal, and we'll repair those 2. You have a repair kit, so we'll use that too. So what we can do is go up here and just use the repair kit if we want. And we're done. Everything's repaired. And you just use your 1 warp cell, and you're ready to go. So, and we're going to move the rest of the stuff over to our starship or our person. I'll keep this on me. Alright. That'll be good. That way we don't have to worry about pulling stuff out of the freighter with the matter beam, so it's not necessary. Alright, and that should do for now. Let's move some stuff around real quick. This particular technology is fantastic, the X-Class, so if you do this from inside your save at the anomaly, pull that X-Class out, man. Bring it back with you from the expedition. It's a good one. I do recommend that very, very strongly. Alright, I think we're good here now. Starship, nothing special. I don't like the rocket boosters, so I'm just going to take them out anyway. This isn't really needed. It only gives us 5 ferrite anyway, but I'm just going to make some room for everything over here. And finally, the multi-tool. Multi-tool is going to be very basic and plain, but we do get an advanced mining laser. You might as well line everything up. The gun is... Do we even use the gun in there? Does anyone know? I don't think we do. Just your OCD. I cannot give you any idea on our time. Okay, good. Just my OCD. May have a small brag. I did my 2 weeks shopping done for less than $200. Oh, not bad. Good for you, man. Good for you. So that's why when you talk to the captain, it tells you to move everything over to your starship? Okay. Yeah, just because. I mean, you could repair the matter beam and you'll still have access to everything. But why, you know? I went to the anomaly and got my scepter. Oh, that's cool. That's funny. Nope, no combat. I didn't think so. Pick up carbon for the grow room. Yeah. That's one of the other things that you do. And I also found you don't really need the whole grow room. Can't pick those up. But if you hit that, you can harvest all plants. There we go. That's better. All right. That should give us a mount, but the problem is it puts it into the ship, so you probably want to make sure you jump in there real quick and grab it all. You can sell the frost warp, but it's not worth anything. Another thing I like to do, if you don't mind doing a little bit of cleanup, get rid of some stuff, man. You don't need all these things in here. You got these screens. You got a room that you can get rid of. You got this light sitting out here, which gives you a little bit of sodium. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the 20 that you really needed. There we go. I'm going to get rid of the door. I'm going to get rid of that corridor. And it gives you a whole bunch of, whoops, back away. Silver and stuff like that, so you don't need any of these things. You don't have to get rid of it if you don't want to, and you can consider it a time waster. But you know, another thing you can do is you can get rid of part of your room. Like, I don't need this thing, right? I don't know why it's even there. You can get rid of the room back here. You don't need it. And you can get plenty of carbon from this room here. So there you go. Back to the freighter real quick. And you see we got a little bit of sodium, pure ferrite. We got a little bit of fecium. You don't need a ton of it now. And you get a little dioxide for yourself, if you want to do all that. So it's really good to just, you know, it's a cleanup routine at this point. There's only so many things you can build in here. So now that we got the ship repaired, let's go to the expedition rewards. All hands on deck. There you go. Problem is, it's putting it in the freighter. So again, you got to go back in there, pull it out of the freighter. There we go. Actually, I should have put the launch fuel on my starship. There we go. All right. So, another thing. Let me think here. What else did we need to build? We had to build some stuff. We had to discover 3 creatures, and what is it, 13 plants, I think? Orbital craft materializer, which I don't think we get the plans until we discover the creatures anyway. So we have to land on a planet no matter what. We also have to find some buried items and stuff like that. We can do a storage room, I think. I think we should have that. Let me check. Fleet command room. You could probably do that right away. I'm going to go ahead and build it right now because I do need it. Can't do anything with it until later. You can't do the double chamber. You can do the storage room if you had enough sodium. We're 5 sodium short. And that's pretty much it. So we're done here. Not much else to do. Dihydrogen and carbon equal fecium? If we had a dual refiner, yes. Which we don't. Which I don't have the recipe, I'd have to go get it. Alright. You know, as ships go, I don't like shuttles. But there's something about how tiny this thing is that really appeals to me. Just saying. Refiner room? That's true. But in the amount of time we do that. So this planet's lovely. Unfortunately, it has aggressive sentinels. But reliquary, huh? So it's got relics there. It's almost worth it. I haven't done that planet yet. What do you think? Should we go to that planet first? Oh, there's an abandoned planet here. We do have to find a... We don't have to look for any specific planets, by the way. You will come across pretty much every planet. You're landing on an icy planet from one of your rendezvous and doing your fishing there. You're landing on a volcanic planet, so that gets your ash planet as well. And then the last one is the abandoned planet, or lifeless, if you will. And if I remember correctly, when you go to the planet... At the very end, when you use your myth beacon, and it takes you to that other system, the system it takes you to has an abandoned planet in it. And I think it's on the way, or it's right as your exit. one or the other, and I think you just need to skim the atmosphere real quick and take a picture, and that's it, and you're done. So there's no use in going anywhere crazy. I went to the teleport and found a base for the Sentinel Tower. Really? Yoink, turn them off. You know, and was it a decent planet, though? Because if it was, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't care about the Sentinels. I've been going to that planet to the right, you know, over to that one side over there. The other way, that way. Yeah, that was that way. And it was pretty good. But there wasn't a lot of plants. Very little plants. So this looks like mostly water. A lot of islands. Let's see. A bit of a base there. Abandoned, though, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay. I want to find a bigger island because I want to find some buried tech and stuff like that. Yeah, this looks alright. We're just going to be running around and running away from Sentinels the whole time, but who cares? I think I needed how much? Like 80 dihydrogen, I think. And do we have gravitino balls here? We do. So the Sentinels may not just appear. I do need some ferrite dust. I could turn the other stuff into ferrite, but figure while we're here. And I think we needed pure ferrite, so I'm going to grab some of this. I don't remember what I needed it for, though. How much did I get? 38? Let me just grab one more. I think we needed like 50 pure ferrite, so... I also found I didn't need to get... Hang on a second here, while I'm thinking of it. Where'd copper go? There you are. I didn't need to get a copper field or anything like that, no jokes, for making chromatic metal. I found one at a space station. I just picked up all the chromatic metal I needed, and that was it. So, right, animals. I should really be scanning these guys. Hold on. So let's do you first. Plant. Any more animals anywhere? Grab a plant. Got it. So far, so good. Hey, seriously, good to have you here. One Thumb, good to have you here as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate you. Better. Much better. I mean, I got put on medication. I finally got sick of it. I mean, it was all week long. I took off from work Wednesday. By the time I got home from work on Tuesday, I was like, man, I feel awful. And Wednesday I woke up and I felt a little bit better, you know. I thought I was getting better, and it got worse as the day progressed, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe this is going to be a thing. Thursday, it just kept getting worse throughout the day. My temperature rode up to about 101, and I'm like, all right, forget this. Fahrenheit, that is, of course. And I was like, all right, forget this. I need to do something about it. So I ended up going to a urgent treatment center, and let's get the reward real quick. Okay. And they prescribed me some penicillin, which I'm not allergic to, so I figured, hey, what the heck? And I've been on it for a while. Saturday came around for the big wedding, the big day, and we had an absolute blast. I felt pretty good that day, thankfully. So I was able to walk her down the aisle, my daughter, of course, and I'll never forget that. That was my favorite thing to do right there. That was etched into my brain and will never leave it, ever. Very, very proud of her, very proud of him. They did a great, great job arranging everything with the whole wedding, and everything was just set up just right. Our master ceremonies did a fantastic job. Everything went great. And then, you know, later on my speech, and then later on our first dance, and I felt great. And then later on, as I'm running back and forth to the car, it started getting really cold out. We had a temperature drop that day. Beautiful day, blue skies, 60 degrees, absolutely gorgeous out. You couldn't have wished for better weather. But as the night came on, it got getting really cold. And the next day, we had snow that day, and that's how quick the temperature dropped over here. And by that evening, I was feeling awful Sunday night, and I was like, okay, that's the end of me. And I ended up taking off work Monday and Tuesday for it. So, but, you know, they made it out and everything like that, so there's not a lot of plants on this planet, and I thought there'd be more. Anything down here? I was hoping to get a bunch of plants over here, but everything went pretty well. Hey, Exless, thank you. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Send her my love in return, my friend. But yeah, the wedding was wonderful. We had a great, great time, and couldn't have asked for anything better as far as that's concerned. But, you know, I was healthy enough throughout that. So that's what's important. That's what counted. Oh, condensed carbon. I can always use some of that, right? I feel like I'm forgetting stuff now. I'm way off my rocker here. Okay. Should be all I need to do. I should have done this earlier. I just need the Fecium. Did I cry? I cried walking her down the aisle. It was very hard to keep those tears in, because just seeing her and standing aside and having her walk up and take my arm, and it was just that I lost it. I did lose it at that point. Very difficult time. I held my head high because I was so proud of her. So proud of her. And then walking her down the aisle, she kept whispering to me, "Cut it out! Cut it out! Stop it, you're gonna make me cry too." Like, shut up. Just walk. So it was great. It was great. But not during the dance, believe it or not. We both agreed that we'd keep it clear. And we did a good job. That should be enough. Alright, I don't think we need anything else from here. Oh, yeah, I do. Duh. Alright. So first things first, let me see, we got that. We need the signal booster and the surge battery, okay. I do need that for the plans, blah, blah, blah. Might as well grab it now. Because of this. Yes. I will take that in a heartbeat. Put you up there. Wait, I don't need you. Hey, you got a storm crystal out of that. That's worth some money. Alright. We need to find 3 buried items. There they are. Right there. Oh, it's buried in Fecium. Nope. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Need that. That's one down. Okay. Boy, these guys are just pooping everywhere. Good grief. And again, aggressive sentinels, but they're not showing up unless you touch their gravitino balls. Yes. So, this turns out to be the better planet to go to, apparently. And 3. There we go. So that's done. What does that give us? Fireworks. It doesn't really count for anything, but it gives us items that we can sell. That's the important part. Alright, so that's parts done. Let me open these up. 25,000, 25,000, and this thing's worth 211, so I think we've got enough to sell. This is done. Let's go ahead and pull that out. And I'll put you in, because I know we need some, like I said, some polished later, but probably pure ferrite. Where's my ship? That way. Good. Famous last words, I know. We need cobalt too, don't we? But I can buy some. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay. I think there it is. Clearing of the throat. Alright. Is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? I guess I can do an ancient ruin. We got the whatchamacallit with us. Boot patrol. Yeah, tell me about it. What'd I miss? But thank you. Appreciate the congratulations. We'll get there. You're having trouble again, are you? Hold on a second here. Bear with me just a second here. Much better. Okay. Alright, where was I? Really, an ancient plaque right there. If I'd been looking harder, I probably would have seen it with the naked eye. Now, unfortunately, it's not so much to just land next to it and get the reward. You actually have to talk to it. Just get the words. Language. There we go. And that's done. Does that give us anything? We see here. Underwater. Hazard protection's worth it. Historical document. That's worth a lot of money. See? 1.8 million. And I'll go ahead and sell that. I don't really need it. But this is good. How much are these worth? Let me just check here. One of them I thought was really powerful, but I guess not. Okay. I was wrong. Anything else we can do while we're here? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything. We only got a few plants. We only got 4. We're going to need a bunch more. We got some walking on foot done. We'll have to get some more on another planet someplace at some point. Freighter crash site? We can do that. Although we need the... what do you call it? Yeah, we need stuff to get to find that later on. Okay, let's just go ahead and get going then. I think we're done down. Yeah, this is actually not a bad looking planet, to be honest with you. You know, if it wasn't for the aggressive sentinels that we really haven't seen much of. Normally I would just pull in the freighter, but it's literally right here, so... we want to hit the space station anyway. Just get rid of some stuff, and I think they have chromatic metal at this station. Pardon me. There we go. Preferential parking. Oh, we got to grab some charts too. I forgot about that. Oh, we didn't get any of the 5 things. I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. Dirty bronze, the storm crystal, frost crystals, the glass, the magna gold. I haven't used the exo-summing station. I'm just going to get rid of it. Just it's clogging up my inventory. I'll hang on to the Minotaur in case one day I decide I want to do something with it. Alright, bye. Let's grab some more ferrite dust. All your cobalt. I don't think we need any of those. Maybe the metal plates. I don't think we need microprocessors. Tritium's not a bad idea. We should have enough, but it's nice to have some. Pyrite just goes along with the tritium, so it's whatever. Alright, that's it. Problem is we don't have anything to trade to get our charts, so we can wait until our next system to get all that. We are going to have to land at planets here, so we'll hit one of these guys up for the charts that we need. So, alright, I think we're done here. Yeah, there's nothing here I need. Let's get out of here. Oh, and we don't have to take our ship. We could just take the portal. Station Terminus. My bad. There we go. 50 asteroids. Good idea. If we happen to come across some, I'll do them. They're not needed, so, yet. How we doing on ferrite? I think I got enough. Sorry, trying to figure out where in the world I am. There we go. Alright, let's build some stuff. So, we're going to do this guy yet. Not quite. We need 50 ionized. Let me go ahead and start that moving along. Cobalt. I need 100. Oh, you dog. In the meantime... Oh, I forgot to get sodium, for crying out loud. Oh, well. Hey, Ogman. Ogman. Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Wish I could talk better. And what was the other thing we needed for that? 3 warp cells? Yuck. And I'm going to put it back here because it really doesn't make a difference. Okay. Okay, we get a couple other rooms out of this. Alright, let's see. So there's the refiner room. Might be worth doing. Okay, fleet command room we've already done. We do need to make a scanner room. One thumb. 07 to you, my friend. Appreciate that. Gifting 5 memberships. 07, dude. I appreciate that very, very much. Congratulations to Ed, Bobby, Cook, Wally, PC Builder. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations to you. You Thunder, Skimpton, and North American Slacker. Appreciate all of you. Thank you very much, and welcome to the family, if you will. Welcome to the family. Okay. Scanner. I think we do have to do that, so I'm going to put the scanner over here. And then teleporter. We need an amino chamber. That was the one thing I don't have, but I can make. Not yet, though, right? Yeah, I can't make it yet. One of my wards gives me that. Oh. No. Nope. Nope. I know one of these does, but I don't remember which one it is. Oh yeah, stranded life form. Yeah. Figure out which one it is. It's not that. Definitely not that. It wasn't that. Ugh. Got to do the waypoints still. That's the one I was talking about earlier. I forgot about. Ah, alien words. That's what I'm forgetting. Alright, so we need a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and just do them because I'm not doing a speed run here. We're just getting this done. So we need a little bit of sodium. We need to learn some words. I need to get some waypoints. So it doesn't really make a difference which one we go to. So I'll just head here. Just because. Gives us a couple extra plants too. Whee! Spin me around. What we have there. A whole little patch of sodium. I'll grab a little extra for the possibility that we might need some later, but I don't think we do. Anyway, and again, this planet is like devoid of all plants completely, so like you might find one or two. Like there's one, and there's a group of them, which becomes two. And I think that's all. It's all the plants you find on this stupid planet. But anyway, let's see, is there any buildings nearby? Okay, let's go. And we got launch fuel, so taking off and landing shouldn't be a problem for this little guy. As long as it has a spot, should be good. A little moonwalking there. Minor settlement right over there. Yeah, that's true. They are. Did I pass it? I passed it. Right past it. Yep, there it is. Right past it. That's true. You do the caves on each planet. Just looking for my next building. That's the shelter I just came from. Alright, so we'll just do a little bit of a ping and see if we can find anything more. Take a look. What the heck? Not worth our time. Sorry, I couldn't help it. That's too funny. I had to just pat him on the head. Okay. Oh yeah, where's the, There it is. That's what I was looking for. The tethered control versus the locked? What do you mean? Still after cruising my hulking corvette for a while, zoom around this little ship was a lot of fun. Yeah, I missed the storage too, I know what you mean. Tethered control versus locked. Guess we're dealing with a little bit of a storm here, huh? Control drift? While flying in space? Really? Never even thought about it, to be honest with you. I don't think that's something I've had to deal with. There we go. Hi Miriam, it's good to have you here. Thank you very much, dear. Doing a little better. Doing a little better. My voice isn't quite all the way there. Yeah, well enough for the festivities. Went downhill for a little bit, but I'm back. Sort of. We're gonna do one run of this, and then I'll probably call it a night, because I don't want to push myself too hard here. That doesn't count. Of course, now I'm not going to find anything. Can't tell you how many times I've been to this planet, and there were tons of buildings all around me, to the point where I had to decide, am I going to run to it, or should I take the ship? It is. Doesn't help me. Drop pod. Go figure. Really? That's weird. Never really had a problem with the drift. Just trying to see if I can find one more. Guess not. I think I only need one more location. Go figure. Ruins. That'll work. This should do it. Alright. So we're done with that. Let's see. That's this one. And you don't need any of those rewards. You're not going underwater anymore. Must be over here that you get all your parts. Yep, already got the signal thingamajig. I think that's exactly what it's called, too. Official name, nomanssky. Kind of a sharp-looking little ship. Yep. Yep, I got a couple hundred sodium. That's, you know, what's important. Gaming. And getting better. And getting better. I gotta get my health back to normal here, man. Okay, let's see. So, first things first, we should be able to put you over here. Okay, that's done. Okay. Starship, starship, starship. That can stay there. And while we're in the starship... Nope. Hit it just a little too soon. But, hey, while we're here, let's put a teleporter in, too. I think we can do that, right? We still haven't gotten the amino chamber yet. What do we have to do to get the amino chamber? Is it the 50 asteroids? It's not that. It's definitely not that. No. Yeah, buy it. That's a good point. Do you have any idea where? Nope. It's got to be one of the earlier ones. I swear if I find it, I'm going to circle it on my screen. I'm going to use a little Sharpie and actually draw it on my screen. Right here. On the pilots, you think? It would have been funny if he happened to be sitting there with one, too. You have nothing I need, but I like your ship. Wrong way. Nobody else here. Okay. Worth a shot. Guess I'm going back to the space station again, huh? But I was able to make it later. I just still want to find what milestone gives you all the recipes. Good to have you here, Ed, by the way. Feel free to lurk away, my friend. Oh. Okay. Wait for a pilot at this point. What else do I have going on here? Let me see. We need some charts. We don't need them, but they're helpful. Let's see, specific charts, and it's these guys.
Product received.
There we go. Where's the pilots? There's no pilots. Thought you did because I was able to make it later. I've done it 3 times now. And I could make the amino chamber. I don't know why. And he's right there. Meh. That was it. Let's go rescue somebody. Why not? We're here. It's not a milestone reward. Wonder what is going on with that. Very odd. Alright, so the way this trick works is check out the distress beacon by flying nearby. And if you see the ball on the right-hand side of the ship, that means it's an actual crashed ship. Don't land. Go back into here and hit it again until you get another distress signal. And in building. Crashed freighter, and we'll have to do that. And then last but not least, you should get another distress signal. An observatory. Great. Last chance. That's the one we need. Okay. First things first, since this crashed freighter is right here, we'll go ahead and land here first. And there's the other distress beacon, so we're in good shape then. Yeah, we do need salt, you're right. Oh. It's on the other side of the hill. Forgot about the salt. There we go. That's out of the way. Okay. We'll get it from the water when we get close to this guy. Glad I remembered to hit my mute. Yeah, there's water all over the place on this planet. As you can see, I'm not in too much of a hurry. Should be a pilot. There he is. Gotta wait for him to come out from underneath the ship. DD. Should be it. $840. I think that's enough. Okay. Okay, done with that. Okay. So I got both of those done. And that. What do you know? Scan plants? I did scan plants. I scanned every plant that's on this planet. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of them, so... A lot of variety, is what I should say. There wasn't a large variety of plants here. So... And there's my 100,000 of that. Okay. So, no big deal. We'll get the plants later. It's not a big deal. I just pulsed, dude. Ah! A little bit of a jump scare there. Okay. Alright, let's finish things up in here and get out of here. Okay, teleport chamber. I think that's it. I don't think we have any more rooms to build. So we got 7 more plants. We got the double cultivation, but we got to get our other stuff later. That's actually kind of handy. Fishing plans. Good. Let's see. These go in the ship. That goes to me. Goes to me. Let's see. There we go. Alright, good. And I don't think we can do this yet. No, not yet. I think we got to jump first. So let's go ahead and get jumping. All right, let's see. I think after the first jump, we do get warp hypercores at some point. I just don't remember when. We'll see in a minute. He always picks himself up off the deck. I don't know what it is. I think it flattens him. Alright, there's the warp. Let's go through some of these rewards and see what else we're getting here. Yeah, there's our warp hypercores. Alright, we're going to leave them there. We do need to put one in here. We're going to just continue to use this. Let's see. What other rewards? Yep, let's grab it. Emerald. We'll leave them here. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't show you what you're getting. Yeah, we need that. Okay. Put this in while we're waiting. $369, not bad. There we go. Alright, anything else? We don't need that. Technology room we don't need. Okay. I think that's it. So we got to discover some plants and we got to keep going. So I'm going to keep going is basically what it is. We're going to head on to Rendezvous 1 and we're just going to keep warping. I don't know what to say to that, Exodus. Yeah, looks like we can get it in one jump. Good. No. Don't worry about the pictures. We one of the rendezvous is an icy planet, one of the rendezvous is a volcanic planet, and then our final jump that we ever make with this is going into the system that has a dead planet in it, so it works out. All right. We just need to get out of here, I guess. This way. And we'll scan some plants while we're there. There we go. Away from my ship first. There are so many bases on this planet, too, that you're going to get sucked one way or another to the wrong side, whether you like it or not. Let's move some stuff over that I don't need to have on my person.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, but that'll work for now. Okay. Asteroid field. Well, just because you say it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I had to come out of warp anyway because I'm going who knows where. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, posture, Paul, posture. Alright, and the... There it is, okay. Floating in the air, okay, that's better. Was it a rough landing? Okay, and while we're here... Also, while we're here, 3 carbon nanotubes and a dihydrogen jelly.
Technology installed.
Okay. Now I'm going to go with your fish as well, but... Oh, I'm low. It's condensed carbon that we need. 120 of it, huh? Before I make some. lot of stuff here. Not quite enough. All right. Close enough. Got me the extra I needed. And now we got it, just in case. So I'm going to put that in there for now. Can't do that yet. Got to do it the old-fashioned way. But we will try the other things, okay? Scan plants, good idea. Thank you. Odd plant. That's definitely not a plant. Ah! Alright, that got me. Just when you need a heart attack. Add it to the list. Alright, let's go find some ocean. Preferably on the sunny side, and I'll scan some plants in the water too. This way. They're going down or up? Okay, they're coming up. Alright. We want some deeper ocean if we can manage it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy. And let's look for one of those wonderful, wonderful islands. Alright. That one over there. Like this. Yes. Not too far off the water. But let's just take a quick dip and take a look. The water's kind of cold, apparently. Need one more. I think I already got you guys, right? There's got to be one more plant around here. Come on. Oh, it's those guys. They like to attack. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Life support.
Technology recharging.
How deep was the water? 45? Fine. 98 was a 88 was a good year, I agree. Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Good gosh. My one of my daughters goes to those at least once or twice a year. Still. So, 30% for this, okay? We'll come back to it in a minute. All right. %, rarity. Let's see what it does. I'm curious. Watch it catch the right one. Caught nothing. 18%. Let's see what happens. Pay attention, Exilus. I'm using your idea. %, rarity. So the rarity factor on the blue uncommon fish is less than that of using mealworm. And I'm getting trash with this. Let me just see if there's any deeper water over here. Trying to go for 50 if I can. $41, that's less. Let's go over here. Oh, that's good. Put the mealworms back in. Pardon me. Alright, there's my first of the 5 that I need. Brine Skipper is common to only ice planets. Uncommon, that is. Spicy chum, good idea.
Thermal protection falling.
Phosphorus and mortite? It's a good idea. I think one of the starting planets has phosphorus on it. Wrong button. Undecided. Okay, longjaw snapper does not count. It's uncommon across all planets.
Technology recharge.
Come on. There we go. That's 2. Let's find it. Okay. When we get back to the freighter, I think we need to do the fleet missions real quick, get them out of the way. Yeah, throwing it back for the nanites isn't bad, but literally you get, for the 4,500 nanites you need to require, you get 1,000 nanites for every single rendezvous. So therefore, you get your 5,000 right there. And there's a couple others in there that actually give you like 500 nanites apiece too. So you don't have to do it. Unfortunately not an uncommon fish, so it does not count. This one doesn't count. There we go. 3 brine skippers, that's 3 of 3. I need 2 more icy fish. Look how still the water just got. That's kind of crazy looking. It almost looks like it's frozen. That's weird. Orange our snapper again. I mean, at 65 units deep, we're going to catch some uncommon fish. Unfortunately, it's just a RNG as to whether it's what we're looking for. And it looks like there's a drift going on. Ah. That's on me. I was so fascinated by the drifting that I didn't realize that the line had gone green. Looks like a slushy. Yeah, exactly. Come on now. Hypnotic octopus does not count. Huh. Good idea. The trade rocket idea. Too bad we don't have a units requirement on this one, right? There we go. Giant ice fin, uncommon. That is an icy world fish. So that's 4. We have 1 more to go. And that's 17 mealworms that we have left. We've used 13 so far. Plus a few fish. Starter doesn't count. 1 more. If it wasn't for the expedition, I would enjoy this. Because there's no weather. You know, the weather doesn't really hit. It does hit every now and then. But it's never really that terrible. That is only on Icy Worlds, and it's an S-Class. The Ice Blood Gulper. I don't think I've ever caught that before on any of my saves. That's unbelievable. Which means we're done. Yeah, really good units. 150,000 just for that fish alone. Nice. Pretty cool. Not that I need the money. Alright, so anything else we need to be doing? So Rendezvous 1 is complete. Alright, all the way through. Got to get my 1,000 nanites. Heart attack time, thank you. Yes. I'll just grab it anyway. Alright, so phase 2 is nearly complete except for the rendezvous itself. Thermal protection upgrade. That we need. We need that. Watch your ears. There we go. Yeah, it's true. That's true. It doesn't count in the catalog, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get that double cultivation chamber done first. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. So that's done except for the rendezvous. Number 3, I still have to get the 2 other worlds. 50 asteroids. Fleet expeditions, okay.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious.
Hey, Robert, thank you very much. 07 to you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, man. I still didn't learn the words. I keep forgetting to learn the words. My gosh. Alright, let's do this real quick. Nope. You have to hit it first. Okay. Let's do the expeditions, and we can hit the space station real quick. Alright, so what we do, we choose an expedition, assign the ship, launch. Go back, abort, debrief, exit, 1 done. No. Okay. Choose a different one. Preferably something with a short distance because you don't use as much fuel. Because you're going to burn up the fuel whether you do the whole expedition or not. 2. Go back in. Debrief. Exit. And 1 more time. I think the first run through of this we had to do 5 expeditions, if I remember correctly. View potential. Doesn't make a difference anymore. It's the last one. Launch. Abort. Speak. Exit. And there you go. Done. So that's completed. Teleporter should be right here. Let's get 5 other words and we should be done. Rinse and repeat, exactly. You give me ferrite dust? I just opened something by accident. I think I opened something by accident. Okay. That's a traveler. He's not going to teach us any words, but it'll show us where he's buried. 1 more. I talked to these 2. Seems just a sparsely populated station. I think that's it. There it is. And down we go. Okay. So that, I think, is that, right? We have to earn more nanites, working on it, discover systems. We're doing that at the very, very end. We're not going to go and do that yet. 2 more environments, 50 asteroids. Let's fly out of the station and see if we hit an asteroid field. A lot of times there's asteroid fields near space stations. There we go. Didn't take long. And since we don't have supercharged slots, we're just going to transfer power to our guns, and that way they're just a little bit more powerful. We need 50 of these things, unfortunately. Oh, it's a double field, what do you know? Aiming great. I'm aiming great. Okay, that's enough. No making up new songs. Especially with my voice the way it is right now. Good God. Might turn into a love ballad by accident. Oh, yeah. You'll never hear me go as deep as I am right now. I'll tell you that, though. Alright. So that's done. Let's get out of the field. Yeah. Watch the ears. Alright. Okay, so asteroids are done. Let's see. So I think we're just going on to Rendezvous 3 now. So two, pardon me. Going on to 2. Do we need that? No. 3, we got to get the environments. 4. Okay, good. 5. Yeah. Yeah, we got everything done. Just a matter of now crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. Or crossing I's and dotting T's, as my daughter says. She good at English.
Yeah, actually, I have.
Oh, stop. I don't want to hear it. Smarty pants. Sorry, I read that. 80s late night love rock DJ. We're gonna play some slow tunes tonight, everybody. Let's go down to the dock at the end of the bay. That's a nice looking ship. B class. Nice. Alright, rendezvous is over this way. If I'm not mistaken, this is just an overgrown planet, it says. So nothing special here. I think it's Rendezvous 3 that's the hot planet. This particular area, overgrown, forsaken, but it's got ancient bones. Already checked it out, it doesn't count. Radioactive, paradise, and barren, which has cactus on it, so it's got plants. That's a very, very good quote. Seriously. Crossing X's is how they become X's. Mountains and floating islands. A lot of people came across my X. Your save beacons yet? Yes, already did them. Okay, this one was odd. I think it's over here. There it is, actually. Look for the save beacon. Okay. Let's get our rendezvous real quick. Gives us another 1,000 nanites. And a few more slots. Go. Right into an asteroid field, too. Go figure. Sorry, I tried to warn about that. I really wish they would fix that. Yeah, you might have gotten it there? Okay. I get it at the very end. It seems to work fine. No problems. On to 3. And I think this is where the volcanic planet is. Scorched. Again, picking himself up off the deck. Fiery. There you are. We'll just take a picture while we're down there or while we're coming in, either way. Hey, fiery, fiery, tomato, tomato, whatever, man. It all works. Close enough. Let's see. This one, I want to say it was early? No, it's after. Yeah, it's right there, I think. There it is. Think I'm close enough? There we go. I could almost hear it going screech as it took off. Oh wow, I just got more mining beam modules and stuff.
Technology recharge.
Oh. Okay, so 3 is done. Watch your ears. Ah, defeated it that time. Oh, I forgot to get the stupid plump. Yeah, I know. Hang on. Got to get the picture. All that yapping and I forgot to get the picture. See if it counts. Yep, it counted. Unsafe trajectory. Because you're aiming right at your ship, dummy. I kind of like it too, to be honest with you. Hey, Mr. Broke, good to have you here. Ray, good to have you here too. So you jumped in here. There we go. Okay, that's better. So, we'll get the third picture later. We gotta go to Rendezvous 4. Just checking to see what we get out of any of those. Do-do-do-do-do. 4. Gelsko 10. Nah, Beachhead isn't too bad. It's a pretty simple run through. It could probably be speed run. I am not dedicating any time to doing that this time around. Taking a break. Okay, this part is done. There we go. far as this system's concerned, grassy, barren, bleak. That's it. An hour 47, not bad, not bad. My third run was an hour and 34, but I kept getting interrupted, and I kept forgetting to go into the escape menu. So I kept screwing up and shooting myself in the foot. But again, not even trying to speedrun these things. Yeah, I know the landing area is not clear because I'm looking at it. Here we go. Let's make sure it took. It did. Alright. We are 252 nanites short, but we'll get that at Rendezvous 5, see? So we'll be plenty of use on that. We're not going to do this until last. So we're going to head straight to Rendezvous 5. Oh, but wait. Let's stop at our space anomaly real quick. And get one of the... Since we had the Quicksilver to do it, we might as well do it now. We'll hit the vendor and get one of those myth beacons. Did it 5 times, fastest 245. Undiscovered systems. Undiscovered systems is a pain in the neck a little bit. That was always a hard one. Because of all the people playing. And if you go to the left twice, if you get into this menu and you hit the A button, 1, 2, you'll get right straight to this menu and you can just grab a myth beacon real quick. Now you did here's the fun part. You got the myth beacon, you've actually completed the mission in 5, but it won't let you do anything with it. Just a heads up. Watch your ears. Oof. Well, I don't wear headphones when I'm playing. $10 or 12 jumps? It's not a bad idea. There we go. Baromi? Okay. It's like a freight train coming out of a tunnel. Good analogy to the noise. Yeah, I hear you. The icon moves down to the left and it makes me want to follow it. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure we are not lined up. Definitely not. And none of the systems in the planets in this system are going to work for us either. Doc Brown's time machine, I hear you. Yep, that's what I was thinking too, and that's what I usually do, is I go up or down mostly. Ah. Guessed right. Doing this again. Ah, got it. Land me in a cave, of course. Alright.
Technology recharge.
Just gotta hit these 3 locations. I tried saving finding an ancient ruin to this point and using it to double up, and it didn't work. World. Okay, that was weird. There we go. So that's why I did it earlier and just got it out of the way. You know, wrecked freighter. Done. Okay. My problem with parking so close to one of these things. Oh, no, you don't. There we go. There we go. Rest of the expeditions from the space anomaly? Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's 2. We have 1 more, right? This should be the last one. And done. Should be it. There we go. Let's get our reward. Okay. So, just so we know, this one's all done except for the 8 charts, the 8 undiscovered systems. We got our quantum phone. So now all we need to do is this. That didn't work. Oh, I gotta actually select it. There we go. No, that's not gonna work. taking our freighter. There we go. That's interesting. Some of them are bugged still? I haven't had any trouble getting any of my expedition rewards, but I've already gotten most of these anyway at some point or another, so it's hard to tell. Alright. Oops. Right there. Excuse me. Alright. I think it was the terraforming catastrophe that we needed to go to. There we go. So that takes care of the 3 planets. So now what we're going to do is we'll get here. We're going to meet up with the Normandy. So that'll complete the 2 more milestones, and then we just have to complete out the 8 undiscovered systems, and we're done. I think we're locked in. Nope, it's drifting. There we go. Still heading towards towards one of the 47 million bases on the planet. Okay. Ah, there it is. Now, the trick is, will it let me land? Ah, it did. Go. So that should be that one. Glorious arrival of the Normandy. Beautiful shot. Add to the fleet. Off it goes. There we go. All right, watch your ears. Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant 46 billion bases at this point. I don't know. It's the thing that we always keep telling people. It's like, please. Heart attack time. We say, please, by all means, create a base. Save it for yourself and everything like that. But don't upload the base. Uploading the base just makes it visible to everybody, and then it clogs up everything. But, all right. So, to be clear, 1, 2, 3, 4... pardon me, and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 5 are done. 4 is not done. We got to go to some uncharted systems. So, up or down. What I usually do is head upwards and on an angle. But it's got to be within jump range, unfortunately. We'll hit here first. And we should start discovering or finding undiscovered first contacts in just a minute. Sir Francis Fuzz. Oh, that's pretty far out of jump range, huh? And once we find our first undiscovered system, we're going to do a couple more jumps further out, and then we'll start just circling around. Discovered by Moist. I want to go at least 300 at a time. I'm really starting to have a little trouble now. First contact. One down. Too far out. This one's also first contact. We'll try to circle around the area. No, jump distance does not affect how much fuel is used. At least I've never noticed any difference. Funny part is, I've only charged the warp drive on this one time since we started. So let's check that out while we're here. Yeah, we just went to 0 for the first time.
Technology recharge.
Was this the first contact? It was. Okay, good. And it's not a matter of going distance at this point, it's just keeping it simple. That way we're not searching all over the place and trying to find something in a certain range. It's just here, 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 to get them all done. Okay, another first contact. So this should be number 4, I think. Yeah, I can do that right now, but of course I'll lose my connection, so. Fortunately, I have no big meetings coming up in the next couple days, so. Five. Okay, we got 3 more to go. Tokor. We're almost there. Alright, Ray. Alright. Basically, I've just been burying myself in my office and trying to stay away from everybody. So this should be number 7, and we got 1 more. Glad I don't have any meetings. Yeah, tell me about it. It's babysitting kids. That's what it feels like sometimes. I mean, I get it. I get it. We all have difficulty dealing with one another, but for crying out loud. You'd think communication was an easy thing. Yeah. My favorites are the meetings to discuss what we're going to discuss at the next meeting. Those are my favorites. That should be it. Well, that was it. Very unceremonious end to this. All phases complete. Done, done, and done, guys. So all we need is a save point, which if I had a save point over there, I could have saved real quick, but... And it's complete. And that's it. We're finished. So... Again, this wasn't a speed run. It wasn't intended to be a speed run, but not bad. It was actually rather straightforward. I think. So it'll be under an hour and a half, and I know Jason's doing a speed run on it Friday. So let's give him a time to play with. I have no doubt in my mind he'll blow it out of the water. So, because you know how much running around I did going back and forth between planets and stuff. But let's go ahead and jump out of this. So I'm thinking, yeah, we lost at least 15 minutes on this. There's no doubt about it. So we'll be under an hour and a half. That'll be fine. Thank you, Miriam. I appreciate you. You go get some sleep, Mr. Broad, too. Yeah, I'm going to be taking some rest here. I'm going to probably quit a little early tonight. Yeah, my voice is shot and not doing so well, and I want to give it a break and all that, because I got to save it up for all those love ballads I'm going to be doing later, you know, the Barry White love ballads. So let's check it out, guys. Let's not wait any longer. Hey, $1.18. I think that's pretty good, don't you? A lot less than you thought it was, didn't you? That's also because we spent some time in the escape menu chatting at times. So there you go. $1.18. That's not bad. 68 minutes. What, 78 minutes. Nice. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, we'll throw that at Jason, and then I'll tell Jason, you know, he's got a 78-minute run to beat, and see how much he can beat it by. It'll make him feel real good too. It'll make him feel good, real good. Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll try to do my best to feel better. I don't know if I'm going to be... No, I'm not taking a picture, Echo. I really don't even want to look at myself right now, and I'm broadcasting it to you folks, you poor people, you. We are going to go ahead and raid somebody, so if you guys stick around for just a moment, we do have a special raid that we're going to do tonight that I saw them playing, or starting to play just a little bit ago. I got an announcement from them. I want to see if they're playing right now before I make that announcement, but I'd like you all to stick with us for just a moment, please. There we go. Just making sure everything pops up okay here. He is live right now. Okay, good. So we're going to raid Delta. The Delta 1246. Most of you know who Delta is. Me and Delta started streaming right around the same period of time. He just crossed over the 2,000 subscriber mark, and he's getting ready to do a 24-hour stream. Not today. He's getting ready. He's planning a 24-hour stream coming up in the next week or so. And let's go over there, give him a big hearty congratulations and a whole bunch of likes, and you know, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Right now he's doing Satisfactory. He is very much addicted to it at this point in time, but he'll be coming back and he'll do some No Man's Sky, because he always does No Man's Sky. He does a lot of Elite Dangerous, Apex Legends, things like that. He's all over the place. He's a very big variety streamer. So let's give him some love and check him out. And we're going to go ahead and raid him in just a moment. Tell him it's an ElanPaul raid. And thank you, guys. I appreciate you. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate the donations. I also appreciate all of you guys being here tonight. Thank you for putting up with me for this stream. And if I don't stream Saturday, don't be surprised. It probably will not be until next Wednesday. And by then, we'll have a new expedition out. We'll check it out. So we'll see you guys then. Take care, and don't stop being kind, huh, guys? Take care. We'll see